We got that set up?
I sent you a picture.
No.
We don't need it now.
True. All right. Okay. And we are recording. Careful, because that does make a big clicky sound. Well, at least I can hear it. I don't know how much of it's recording until I edit here. Silent for delete. Boom. Alright, that's 32. That'll be good. Because I like to have those sound bits where I can grab it and spectrally separate that background noise, which is the thing.
Gotcha.
Alright, let's see. 53 seconds in. Most of that'll be deleted. So let's get right into it, I suppose.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you last heard from the intrepid crew of the Chainsaw Bar, our computer was failing us, and I couldn't finish what I was talking about.
Which was?
It was this. In the previous episode, we heard someone's overview of Abigail, currently in theaters, I think.
Barely. It's streaming currently.
Barely, and it is streaming. Go ahead and stream it. It wasn't a great review. It was a mid-review, but I'm going to say, for my money, this film stands out because there is an unironic interpretive dance horror production set to a Glenn Danzig song. And that'll always catch me. That's why the whole Glenn Danzig thing between us and Gene just happened, because we watched this movie and got on Danzig brain.
Yeah, that was definitely the main reason.
That was the reason, because when somebody puts unironic choreography to Danzig in a horror movie, in a horrific fashion, like the whole song, by the way, Mike and I were fucking dying.
So good.
First of all, we cracked up.
Yep.
Because it was taking it so seriously.
Yeah, that was impressive. That was incredible, actually, like how they had set that up so smoothly. Just
perfect.
Yeah, I was just like, that song? Blowing water out my fucking mouth. Like, what?
Yeah. It wasn't water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it wasn't anything, but it was a meme. But yeah, it was unbelievable. I could not do that. And yeah, pretty shocking. Also shocking, she's going to eat during this podcast where we are ultra close, and I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
Gross.
Listen to me eat, sluts.
Nasty. All right, so Abigail, 2024. Just came out this year. Good. Didn't see it in theaters. Wish I had. 109 minutes. Box office, $39.9. Budget was $28. So it made money at the box office. It's definitely probably romping around in the VOD world now, so that's good. It's a solid film. I liked it.
I liked the film. It was fun, but the Danzig fucking put it over the top for me. That you get extra chainsaws for that, because that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But you have to be like a really big Danzig fan to appreciate this at our level.
Yeah, it was hard to take Kevin Durant seriously, though, because every time you looked at him, he looked like a beefy fucking...
Elon Musk.
Yep. It was just too much. I was like, God damn it. Elon Musk is on roids. This isn't cool.
Have you seen Elon Musk? He looks like a fucking he looks like poultry that they have like put steroids into the breast meat of, so that there's more breast.
Weird. No, I haven't seen anything.
Have you not seen any recent shirtless pictures of Elon Musk?
Thank God, no.
Well, that's exactly what it looks like. It looks like somebody's fattening him up for the Thanksgiving feast up in the chest, so there's more chest muscle to be consumed. It's completely disgusting. That guy was absolutely adorable in this film, and I really liked his character.
Yeah, he did a real good job.
He did. I liked him.
Let's see. Directed by Matt Bertinelli, Alpin, and Tyler Gillett. So that's fun. Stephen Shields writes. Gary Busick writes. Lots of producers. And
And we're not going to give away the movie like Mike did before I saw it.
Accidentally. I thought you'd seen the previews.
I did not see the previews. I just saw the description, which was they're going to kidnap a child and she's not a normal child.
There you go.
And that's all y'all need to know going into it. You don't need to know what kind of horror this is. Not that it would ruin it for you or something, but, you know.
It's torture porn. Lots of torture porn.
No, it's not that at all.
But, yeah, Alicia Weir, the Abigail character, she does a real good job in her character acting. I enjoyed that. Her performance was real fun. I don't know about the ballerina bits. That was a little too much for me, but it fit the character perfectly.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't necessary that she was a ballerina until the point where they went from Tchaikovsky to Danzig.
Yeah, but she's a ballerina through the bits and pieces that you see her, especially in the opening.
Well,
try not to give anything away.
In the Danzig bit.
In the Danzig bit. Yeah.
Which becomes a little bit interpretive dancing. And then Catherine Newton's role in there. She's also doing the sexy Danzig girl dancing. She's been in so much lately.
Has she?
She was in Freaky. She was in Lisa Frankenstein.
What's her name?
Catherine Newton. I think she's an up-and-coming scream queen.
Yeah. Yeah, this is true.
And I'm tending to like the roles she does. It's like kind of these feminist roles. Not so much in this.
Not so much. Yeah, I'm just looking at the... Oh, yeah, she was the hacker. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, she's definitely a Universal doll now. Like, she's doing... The 3 movies she's done are Universals, and they're very good Universals, so she must have signed on. So that's
alright, girl. Go get it.
Yep, nothing wrong with that. Done 2 films so far that are really good, and I think there was a middle one there somewhere in the way.
That I just mentioned 3, so...
I was reading.
Anyway, the other thing we had started to talk about at the end of the last bit with Jean, which had to be edited because our computer went sideways, was about the book stack. And this is important to me. Although we don't need the book stack today because we don't have any. This is just strictly Leatherface and Lace.
Pretty much. Did you send me a picture of it, or how did you send that?
I sent it to your text.
Not showing up.
Text. I sent it to you in text.
Yep. Not there. Yeah. Anyway. Not around. That is super annoying.
I know it is annoying, and my friend got rid of it for me, but then it came back.
So strange.
Sorry about all the weird hiccup sounds.
From the old Apple phone.
Old phone. I'll send it to you later. Nope, there it is.
Yeah, we can just look at it with that then. There it is. Just set it down. That's your idea.
It's right there, too. I know what it is.
Alright, you can just talk about it.
Okay.
This was your book stack. I didn't have anything to do with it at all.
So this book stack was a short book stack, but you might notice that 2 of these books we have had in the book stack before. The other one in the middle is one that we had talked about. We were talking about the weirdest books you've ever read. And I couldn't find my copy at that time, but I dug through the house and found it. And that is Norman Lindsay's The Magic Pudding, which is a children's book.
Mm-hmm.
The foreword in my version is written by Philip Pullman. If you don't know Philip Pullman, his Dark Materials series, The Golden Compass, Subtle Knife, Amber Spyglass, his Dark Materials. Really brilliant writer. Pretty sure he's like a professor at Cambridge or Oxford or something. Doesn't matter. He's a really brilliant writer, and he said this is the funniest children's book ever written. And it is. Like, the illustrations are funny, the writing is funny, and it's just so fucking bizarre and so, like, fucking... You wanna fight? Let's fight. Like, set in Australia... between, like, wombats and creatures like that, anthropomorphic animals. Really one of the weirdest books I've ever read. But most of the weirdest books I've ever read were children's books. And let's just face it, that's the thing. People don't write weird books for adults. Adults don't get it. But adults write children's books. And there you go.
Pretty solid.
The other book I put on the top of the stack is Laurie Notaro's There's a Slight Chance I Might Be Going to Hell. If you'll remember, I said I bought this at a thrift shop because I liked the title and the cover. And I judged books by the cover. And I hadn't read it when I put it on the book stack. And now I have, and I can say this is a very good book. This is a very funny book. It is a very relatable book about a woman moving to a new town and making enemies with everybody and deciding to join the local beauty pageant, which is completely cutthroat and wackadoo. Is that enough? That's all you need to know.
Read it
if
yourself.
you find a copy of this book, go ahead and read it. It's not a big book. It's a lot of fun. The book at the bottom of the book stack we've had here before, and we've had a lot of this writer's books because I'm a big fan, and also he's a friend of mine. Keith Rawson's Fever House, and I wanted to put it back in the book stack because a few days ago, I guess, Joe Hill tweeted about him and was like, if you're this close to the Willamette Valley, this is not verbatim, if you're this close to the Willamette Valley, you have to be reading these writers. And there were a couple of other writers. I don't remember who they were. Keith could tell you, because he's a way more prolific reader than I am. But he had Keith's book in his hands. And then he went on to say in another tweet after he finished the book, this is like you're in a car with some guy going 160 miles an hour with his eyes bleeding, balls to the wall horror. And then Joe Hill's dad saw that, apparently, or talked to his son, presumably, and was like, retweeted his son's tweet. So, by Joe Hill's dad, I mean Stephen fucking King.
Yep,
was like, oh, I gotta get on this. Gotta get in on this right now. And retweeted that people should be reading Keith Rawson's books, and you absolutely should. All of you. 100%. And today or yesterday, I guess Joe Hill posted again about Keith's next book, which isn't even published yet. Or it's coming out in September. You can pre-order it now. It's called The Devil by Name. But Joe Hill, being a famous writer, got a pre-issue and reviewed it and just gave him such a sparkling review that Keith absolutely fucking deserves. Said he's one of the kind of the best modern horror writer right now happening.
Pretty solid.
Pretty solidly said this.
Definitely wants him to do the, like, kind of wants that to be one of the snippets in this book, I think he said. So
one of the blurbs on the jacket.
Yeah.
He said that about Stephen King, I think with his first or second book, like he tried to get him to read on his books and it didn't happen. So I'm taking that all the way to the bank for my friend who is a brilliant writer. And not saying this because he's my friend. I have lots of friends who are writers. Some of them are probably mediocre. Actually, they're all really good. Just not all of them are published. But yeah, so that's the book stack for this week, and why it all seems so familiar because there's updates. Like I'm so stoked for Keith Rosen. He's just always been a brilliant writer and a super good dude. Like an activist, an absolutely awesome person, an awesome father, just everything. Awesome guy. Can't say anything bad about him.
So good. Yeah. Good.
Alright, so we were going to talk about horror movies.
Yeah, we covered Abigail. How many chainsaws would you give Abigail out of 10?
I mean, like Tanzig kind of brought it up. It was an average film. There's a lot of if you like an action, gory film, I'm gonna say maybe 7 because of the dancing.
I'd give it a 7, but it's probably like a 7.5 because of the Danzig for me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty awesome, bro. But yeah, it was good. It's Universal. Universal's doing their monster movies. They're working on it. Still doing it. Still got a little studio dedicated to it, so that's good.
Yeah.
You're always going to need those. At least they haven't given up on it. They know it's a solid moneymaker and gives people jobs and shit, so keeps them in the business.
Oh, yeah.
Foot in the pool. No problem. All right, you want to cover another one, or do you want me to start one?
Oh, why don't you take a turn? Because I know where you're going to go. I didn't watch it. I just heard it from the other room.
Well, there's a lot of options I can go with, but I'm not sure which one I want to go with.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't know if I want you involved or not. It's tricky, tricky, because like I can do that one, or I can do that one that you did watch, or we can do the third. Actually, let's cover this one because we talked about watching this and maybe not talked about watching it, but we did finally break down and watch the David Dastmalchian's fucking Late Night with the Devil, which was pretty damn good, actually.
I really liked it.
Yeah, 2023. It's a Shudder release, AMC release. But yeah, like he's always a weird looking dude to me. He always has an odd, strange look to me.
He does at that.
But for all you should have possibly seen this or maybe heard about it. It's very kind of in the horror thing because it's really well done. It's a throwback to old
late night television,
old damn horror style. But it's from in 1977. This guy Jack Delroy is like Johnny Carson's main television rival, but he's lost his wife. His night owl late night TV show is taking a plummet because he's trying to deal with the loss of his wife, and he decides to do a damn Halloween special. And he brings in the psychiatrist and one of her most damn interesting subjects.
Can we say what the subject was subjected to?
Yeah, I don't know. It might give it up too much, but either way. Ingrid Torelli is the little girl that is this main subject of this show because she's claimed to be, he's built her up as possessed. Mm-hmm. And the psychiatrist Laura Goodman's character, June Ross Mitchell, the psychiatrist woman that's trying to help her decides to bring her on, and they do a little reading and stuff, and it all starts going sideways from that.
But wasn't she grew up in a cult?
Yeah, Lily grew up in a cult. Think ATF kind of 90s freaking cult attack. Waco, yeah, that situation where it just gets...
it was more of a satanic cult.
I'm just saying that's how it went down. That's how everything
That is how it went down.
But yeah, the cult was a cult, like a satanic cult. They were going to sacrifice her. They were breeding children.
I was going to go with Damien Dark's daughter Nora from the Batman universe or Arrow universe. Raised up in one of those kind of cults.
Maybe. But yeah. It was really well done for like 70s look feel.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like a found footage kind of feel, and it's kind of like that documentary kind of feel to it. Because it splits between the show and the behind the scenes bits. And I think that was a sell on it, because you're reviewing the behind the scenes footage that they dug up and saved and they put together, and then with the original show.
Yeah. So, that was a fun film. I liked that.
Yeah, that one was real fun. Dust Malchin's always such a strange character for me, though. Such a goofy character. He's generally one of the hosts of the Chainsaw Awards from Fangoria. Mm-hmm. And I just found out today those will probably be happening in October this year instead of like May, like they usually do. They're running a late thing, so cutoff for movies may be late June, which is unusual. So the 2024 Chainsaw Awards will be in October, par the internet and what I've been able to dig up, because I've been trying to find this out for the last month, and like I haven't been able to dig through Fangoria deep enough. But that's that. So that's good news.
What else we got?
Let's see. Let's put a note at. We'll call that 19. All right. But yeah, Late Night with the Devil. I like that one a lot. That was definitely a.
Sorry, my bad.
That's an 8. Room. Plate. But yeah, that, I don't know. It was just a fun, solid, good evening watch. Because you're wondering what's going to happen. It's going to just go fucking crazy. What's going to happen? Then you have to wait and watch, because it is a good film. The ending is cool. It is pretty fun. Definitely check that one out if you guys got it.
It's got a lot of humanity.
It really does. Because, yeah.
I like that.
And Dust Malchin, him and his face. Well acting. It's good acting. Face. His regular weird hair. His regular 70s hair. Which he has even today. But, yeah. He's a good dude, I think. Hopefully he's a good dude.
You never know these days.
Yeah, you never know. 2023 just got released on Shudder this year. Hour 33, so there's your heads up. So you got an hour and a half you want to burn. You can do that. Let's see. Anything fun? Just trying to find anything I need to mention about it. Probably not. I'd like to cite something, but Cameron Carnes, writers. That's who I want to quote.
I say it like it's.
Yep, and then the other names.
Like it's Irish.
Just run all the other ones.
Colin Carnes.
Director.
Cameron Carnes. They're probably brothers.
No, so
I can see.
Yeah, so both of them.
I say Carn, but
there's no K in it, so it's C. So
yes, but I think it's Gaelic.
Yeah, but
so I say Kjarn. I don't know what you say.
Karen's, Kerness, Kjarnes.
I say Kjarns.
But yeah, either way, they're. I don't know if they're.
C is a K in Gaelic.
But yeah, so there you go. I'm sitting here trying to use my mouse to scroll on my telephone. Damn it. The internet, you bastard. Because I was like, all right, where's the mouse? I got to click on the name. And I'm looking at my phone, looking at the screen. My mouse is flipping all over on the screen. That's annoying. All right, but what do you think? What do you think about damn Late Night with the Devil?
I liked it.
What do you tell our listening audience?
I mean, I went over the moon.
Did you say my chainsaws?
I did not, because I don't often know how many chainsaws I give something. I mean, I give it like an above average, okay?
So 6? 5's average. 5's right in the middle.
6, 7, 6.
Yeah. I think I just gave it. I did give it a number, so there you go.
You did.
And it was enjoyable.
And you wrote it down, and you don't even notice that.
Didn't notice. But, yep, so there's that.
You wrote something down.
Oh, no, I wrote down that you smacked a plate.
Oh.
So I can go back.
Smacked plate.
Edit.
It's 7.
Jump down there and turn off that plate smack so you guys don't have to hear that shit. And every once in a while, me breathing in. And then Maddie's bottle of whiskey tapping the table every so often. Because it vibrates. But that's what you get with low budget podcasting, which is what we are. All right, that's late with
Speaking of the chair, mark that.
We got Abigail. We got Late Night with the Devil. All right.
All right. We got the book stack done.
Done. Book stack done. Check by that.
All right.
Let's see. What have you got that you have not reviewed that you want to review?
I watched Cursed Friends. I say cursed. Other people
so
want to say
many
cursed.
choices on Booking.com.
No.
Mark that time.
26. Closing booking dot whatever. Not going to give them that. 26. All right. What were you saying?
I watched Cursed Friends or Cursed Friends, however you want to say that, depending on whether you're pagan or not. I assume it's about a group of friends back in the 90s, probably, who played a cursed game of MASH. If you remember what MASH was, where you had the little finger thing, and you made the numbers and decided who you're going to marry and where you're going to live and what kind of car you're going to drive and all these things about your future. It was a fortune telling game. We all played it. Back in the 90s. Maybe not Mike because he wasn't a girl, but girls fucking played this shit. Girls, you know you did. You know you were supposed to be living in Salem, Oregon, in a fucking A-frame chateau with like 3 children, and they were all girls and their names all rhymed. That was not my fortune. Unfortunately, that was my sister's fortune, but it did not come true, by the way. But yeah. So they get a cursed MASH game from an actual, like, evil witch or something. They all play it back in the day. And then in their adulthood, come back across it and it starts coming true.
Oh.
And it's really silly. It's not very good. Harvey Guillem was in it, so I had to watch it because I love him. But it was fun. I had fun watching it because I'm maybe a little bit younger, a little bit older than their age group, because one of them was completely obsessed with Joy Fatone.
The fat one.
The fat one, yes. But still enough of my childhood in there that I could be like, yep, yeah.
Pretty.
That's a straight up thing. And then there were celebrity appearances, like Nicole Richie was in it. And Joey Fatone was in it.
No, that's fun. Oh, wow. Well, there you go.
And I think Kathy Griffin.
Who?
Kathy Griffith.
Comedian?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So it was fun. It was cute. I liked it. It's not like the best movie I've ever seen or anything, but it was cute.
What do we know
It's a cute thing when you're like having a sick day off from work and you're just like, I want something lighthearted, but maybe still kind of horror. but definitely funny.
Hmm.
That's what I would say about that film.
Strip comedy. 2022. And let's give the cast Jessica Lowe, Nicole Byard, Harvey Guillen. That has a funny cover shot. Look at him. He's doing the fucking jacket flex.
Ah, I
just...
love him so much. That's why I was just like, okay, Harvey's in it.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Okay, you, Guillermo.
Yep. Let's see. Andrew Lewis Caldwell, James Justin Austin, Kathy Griffith, Nikki Glasser,
also a
Nicole
comedian.
Richie, Layla Mohammadi. These are a lot of fucking comedians.
Yeah, a lot of comedians. It's actually
they just called in all their things.
It's actually pretty funny.
Laura Murphy directed. Aaron Eisenberg and Will Eisenberg wrote. Fun, neat. 1 hour and okay, that's.
I had fun. I had the flu. You know.
What do you do?
What are you gonna do? You don't watch a horror comedy.
1 hour 27. All right. As we do, chainsaws. How many?
I never know how to gauge that.
How much do you want people to watch it and check it out?
Then it gets watch it if they want something that is just like I gave the description. You know, I gave the description. It's like easy to watch. It's horror comedy. It's not too gross. It is what it is, and it's subgenre. If that's what you want from a horror comedy, it's not going to be like fucking Shaun of the Dead. It's not going to be fucking
blah blah versus evil. Or Stan versus Evil. Is it going to be Stan versus Evil?
No. God, no. God, nothing will ever be Stan versus Evil except for that. Nah. That's brilliant. But yeah, also like Shaun of the Dead or fucking Zombieland or...
Oh yeah, Zombieland.
So many of these revolve around zombies.
I hate the fact I can never remember the guys' names.
They were places. Dallas?
No, I was thinking
also
Resident Alien and the ghosted guy versus Evil.
Oh.
The two rednecks, hillbillies.
No, you mean Tucker and Dale.
Yeah, that's it. Goddamn, never can remember the names. Tucker and Dale.
Wow. It's not going to be Tucker and Dale. It's not going to meet those expectations. So maybe a 5 versus that.
Maybe kick up to a 6 because it's good.
Maybe a 6. It was fun, but not Tucker and Dale, not Return of the Living Dead. Come on.
All 9 highs in the middle somewhere. Anywhere in the 9 highs is just crazy up there with those kind of films. Those are 9s plus.
Yeah, those are like the best of the best.
You're cutting hairs to disassociate the levels of how good those movies are. It's like, let's cut a hair, then that's how much better that may be, or that may be less be.
I'm not even going to split those hairs. I'm not even going to do that.
But with this film, it's definitely not those films.
It's not those films, but it's still fun and it's easy to watch, and it's cute.
Yeah, if you're sick, as we have been.
We have.
COVID's still out there. Done. We did that in the last part of this. The first 50 minutes.
But honestly, if I could say, like, so far as stuff that was, like Harvey Guillen, like What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, yes.
That's fantastic. But if you haven't watched What We Do in the Shadows, the film, then you're missing on a lot of things. And if you thought that What We Do in the Shadows was a better series than Wellington Paranormal, which was also a spin-off of What We Do in the Shadows, you're fucking wrong. Wellington Paranormal.
So good.
It's so much better than What We Do in the Shadows, the series.
For what it is.
For my money, which is nothing because I don't pay for shit. But the Wellington Paranormal.
Like every episode pops.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah, there's no.
And it's just completely based around the incompetent cops from the film What We Do in the Shadows.
To be fair, they definitely are brainwashed. They're definitely vampire brainwashed.
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
it's like, you watch that film
one
and
episode.
Yeah, but like, you watch the episode, every time the cops show up, they put on the damn spell. Like, yep.
Every time there's vampires, but when there's other characters, they're just other kind of dumbassery.
This is true.
Or it's eye level sticks. You know, I mean, it's just that show.
We're not swearing.
That is the best spinoff of What We Do in the Shadows. Sorry, American audiences.
God.
They didn't get to see the fucking New Zealand spinoff. But the New Zealand spinoff, Wellington Paranormal, is superior. Now say it. Are you coming back, or do I have to talk?
Keep talking.
About what?
Just keep talking about Wellington. Like, the actors' names. The chief of...
Yeah, that's great, because their names are all like fucking Australian pop stars. It's like Minogue.
And the chief is just fucking the best character. Like the time that
I don't remember his.
He actually had like some.
God, it's so fucking funny. That show is so fucking good.
The chief actually had that. Actually, kind of had like a Maori kind of freaking actual name, and that's the best part.
Because he's actually Maori.
Yeah, and that's the coolest shit. But like, God, that's some funny shit. Because the episode where the alien show up is like, "Take me with you." It's like, oh.
Aww.
Damn it, Chief. So fun. And he's got a secret lair in the police department.
With a secret code that isn't an actual code.
Exactly. Yeah, if you haven't seen that, we've mentioned it here and there before, but definitely this episode definitely gets it thrown into the mix for...
Just go do it. Just live your life. Wellington Paranormal.
Yeah, find it, watch it. It got canceled last year. It got 4 seasons. And yeah. They're doing a podcast, I think. So, yeah, it's out. They're still getting some stuff out there together. The little group is doing like a little show, podcast, radio show, I think.
What's so funny is that my mom told me about this show because Vincent was watching it when he was out a few years ago out in Pennsylvania. My mom was like, oh, Vincent's been watching this show called Wellington Paranormal. My mom's never seen What We Do in the Shadows. She did not know what it was. She was just like, Vincent's watching this science fiction show, and it's really funny, and he really likes it. And then I was just like, shit. Which is also, by the way, how I discovered Firefly, because my kid was watching Firefly when he was sick at my mom's house. And she was like, yeah, he's watching this cool show called Firefly. And honest to God, he was 14, and there's some things in Firefly that might have been a little bit mature for him. But oh well. He survived.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. But, yeah, 100%. Like, that's one of those TV shows, Wellington Paranormal, it's a 9+. Solid. From 9+, somewhere, whatever you want to call it. It's a 9+.
So good.
Awesome.
Okay. So you want to talk about the next one?
Yeah, let's talk about the next one. Put the time down, 39. It'll be edited probably for that, but 39. We're going to be talking about the 1972 horror comedy classic that even a band of punk rockers decided to call themselves. Haven't we seen?
Yes.
The Gore Girls.
Yes, we did see Gore Girls.
Also
open for the Cramps.
Yes.
Yes, ladies.
Also, this was also known as if you watch it on Arrow, I think the service I watched it on, because I didn't realize I didn't cancel Arrow, and then it's a bunch of cult horrors. So I dug that up, but it's called Blood Orgy, which there's no orgies at all, and there's your little fucking your little spoiler, no orgies involved. Despite the fact that it was called Blood Orgy in some form of fashion.
So I want to say I did not watch Gore Girls with Mike because I just wasn't feeling like it.
Yep.
I overheard it in the other room. The soundtrack was pretty interesting. Like some of the burlesque music sounded like it was made for a parade.
Yep, and it was actually like that.
It was parade music.
It was parade music that they were playing that somebody was listening to because public domain. Yeah, so they didn't have to pay nothing for that damn recording.
There you go. So let's have our stripper strip to public domain parade music.
Hell yeah.
I heard that from the other room. I didn't watch the movie. I was just not feeling like watching a movie. But Gore Girls, the band that we saw open for the Cramps.
Yep.
They were super cute. I liked that. I still remember they did a version of "Keep Your Hands Off My Baby," but they made it kind of gay. Keep Your Hands Off My Lady. And I absolutely loved that shit. They were adorable.
Yep.
If they're still a band performing, 10 out of 10 recommend.
Yeah, check them out. That band is awesome. Them girls are cool. All right, this was released in April 29th, 1983 to the U.S.
Wow.
What?
Not until
that's
1983?
right. Yeah, in 72 it was
Where
filmed.
was it filmed?
Hollywood, California, I believe.
But it wasn't released in the United States.
Yeah, apparently not.
Oh
but
my.
it's a Herschel Gordon Lewis film.
Mm.
So there's a lot to unbox with that fella. He did a bunch of damn crazy splatter stuff back in his day.
It's exploitation, I assume.
A little bit, not so much. He did a lot of films, but his big ones were like The Wizard of Gore, She-Devils on Wheels, A Taste of Blood, Something Weird, and The Gruesome Twosome. So this one was kind of a fun little weird thing because apparently Amy Farrell was the big hot thing because I think she was actually like some sort of Playboy model, but she's the only one whose boobs and stuff you don't see. So that's kind of funny.
One whose boobs you don't see.
Right now, that's a spoiler. And then we had Frank Kress playing the frickin' ass clown, jerky damn fucking Abraham Gentry. And might take a pause, but yeah, you can take off. Alright, she's gotta go use the restroom real quick, but I'm gonna keep talking about this and give you the details. Writer Alan J. Dotchman wrote this. And yeah, I watched it on Arrow. Apparently it's available on Tubi, which is free. And then you can rent it from Prime for $4. And they'll probably still say it's like whatever. But basically this go-go girl like titty bar is pretty much being stalked by somebody, and they're burning up like the gals, and it's pretty impressive. Some of it's cheeseball as hell. Leah would definitely not dig this because there's a lot of eyeball gouging and eyeball smashing and all sorts of eyeball destruction, and that is like the first 3 or 4, 5 kills are all just them eyeball fucking mutilation and focus on the eyeballs. So they got those cow eyeballs and smash the shit out of them. But yeah, it's kind of like a witty. Other than that, the gore parts, it's kind of whimsical, gore, goofy, like fucking breaking the fourth wall comedy. Because Abraham, the damn detective, looks like frickin' Jacques Clouseau from the Pink Panther films. But he is definitely kind of a damn genius, frickin' what should I say, Sherlock Holmes kind of character. He sees the things, kind of like Monk, I guess, too, but he sees the things that nobody's seeing, and then he's paying attention to everything, and he's just he's really overly confident. And he definitely is up to some damn shady shit. But his damn carrot in the sky is like he's getting $25K if he solves this because the newspapers want an article, and that's his entire thing. And he's got $5K to play with just to buy things. So he's tipping the unholy shit out of people. He's like, I don't know anything. I don't remember much. And then he pulls out a $10 bill, and the guy's like, well, hold on, let me come back here. And then he tells him a little bit more, but then he's like, oh, well, you know about that? Then he's like, and then he pulls out another $10 bill, and it's like, $10 bill? The guy gets $30 for like a minute, 2 minutes of dialogue, and in the location where he's looking for, but $30 is a flipping fortune in 1970. In the 70s, $10 was like a hundo, and he gave like some people some 50s and 20s. That $5K that they gave him to damn run the show and them, like whatever, he definitely splurged that on some damn like brides and stuff. He definitely did that. That was a funny one. Definitely check out the Gore Girls. It's really graphic in the sense that like They do some head smashing, some skull explosions. There's a lot of booby, and it's very 1970s. And it's very, very, very entertaining. It's a good watch on a damn Tuesday afternoon if you're just chilling at the house sick. I liked it. It's definitely rated X for boobies and head explosions. But that was in 1972. It'd be probably rated R. But it depends how many damn boobies and head explosions you show. Because there's no sex involved. It's all just boobies and dancing and go-go girls dancing. So striptease. But 1972, that was definitely an X rating. It was a video nasty, probably. But yeah, that was fantastic. I loved it. It was a solid 7.5 because it's hard to judge the old films, but that damn God, Abraham, man, what a dick. And yeah, you go into the IMDb, they list the goofs, and the main goof that they point out is like in the beginning of the movie, while Abraham was stalking the stripper in the bar, her yellow panties changed to a blue thong. What? And I watched for that, and I didn't see it, didn't notice, because there's so much else going on, but apparently that's a goof that the nerds pay attention to, because they pay attention to the details. Oh, God, 1972, Chicagoland. That's where it was filmed. I guess that's why it's not got a lot of damn palm trees. Okay. It's filmed in Chicago, in the U.S. I don't know why it says it was released in 82, but it was probably, who knows. But, yeah, great film. Check it out, 100%. That good old-fashioned, man, goofy-ass film. That was a good one. If you all check out Arrow, check that out, because Arrow, and I think it's like $8. That one's $8 to use them on. I keep forgetting to cancel it, because I used it like 3 times in the last months I've had it. Not that I don't want to, I just forget I have it, and I'm always digging through Shudder and Amazon, look for damn whatever's new. And I can tell by looking at my screen right now, I'm going to have to take a pause. And we've got to do some movie reviews. Gore Girls, check it out. Rated X for excellent. That's what I got to say about that. And we're going to pause this, and then I'm going to have to save it and reset. So my cannot be doing the goofy thing it's doing. Because that is an annoyance to re-edit. Because it looks like intestines. Long, bloody intestines. Instead of a line with damn zigzags on it. So, alright. I'm going to hit the pause, save, and we'll be back here in a moment. Check, test. Looks about like it was before, so we look like we're good. Check. Alright, so we're back. Maddie's back.
A maniac is on the loose. A killer whose lust for bliss threatens more than the lives of every pretty girl. Never in the history of motion pictures have there been scenes such as these. We caution parents that no one under 17 will be admitted. The Gore Girl. Unquestionably, you'll be talking about it for years. Those who have seen the Gore Girls agree it's the most brutal, the most outrageous, the bloodiest film ever produced. Starring Frank Stretch, Amy Farrell, Henny Youngman. Special effects by the same perverted madmen who brought you Blood Feast, 2000 Maniacs, the gruesome
So Blood Feast was pretty funny.
Nothing has ever stripped your nerve as screamingly raw as the Gore Girl in startling color. The Gore Girl.
Blood Feast is, I'm pretty sure, still considered one of the goriest movies ever, right?
Right. Yeah, that's the trailer for that. But yeah, Blood Feast definitely was just what it was. Alright, so that was the trailer for Blood Feast. You get the IMDb. Gore Girls. But basically, yeah, they use like freaking weird skin and just pieces of meat slashed up. It's pretty impressive. And probably cow eyes or some sort of sheep eyes, I'd say. Doll eyes. Dead eyes.
Alright.
Let's see, how would I rate the Gore Girls? I definitely give it an 8. Ooh, done. You're welcome, IMDb, because I'm one of those people that moderate IMDb in the votes. And that's the Gore Girls. It's fucking awesome. Nice, easy, relaxed, damn boobies, 70s. A lot of freaking damn hamps getting splattered, covered in damn red dye, fucking 40, and it's pretty funny. And they got a guy with a black pair of gloves. You can't complain about that shit. Black Gloves, that's some classic Jell-O. There we go.
This isn't Jello.
No, but it's not far off with that guy's acting. Man. Yeah, once you see Abraham, you'll never be the same.
Alright.
Alright, I'm going to mark that up as like 50. It's probably not.
So we just have a couple other films that we have to talk about that we've watched.
Definitely got to talk about Robo Vampires.
Robo Vampires.
Robo I guess it's just Robo Vampire. And not even the real Robo Vampire. The Riff Tracks version. But it's not far off.
Fun. We have been hopping around the house since we watched this.
God, yeah.
It's stupid. It's absolute trash. It's foreign trash.
Like Southeast Asian freaking
Actually,
mass-produced trash.
it was filmed in Hong Kong, actually.
And it was in 1988, surprisingly. So they were doing bad trash films in 1988? Ripping off RoboCop in 1988. That makes more sense. But, man.
It makes a bit of sense.
Coming in an hour and a half, solid. Yeah, it is trash. It is. Wow. Although
it makes no fucking sense. It makes no sense, y'all.
The plot. It makes a little sense.
No.
There's some drugs, and then there's drug dealing, and then there's drug anti-dealing people, and then they're vampires. And then they build a robot.
Are they vampires, though? Are they traditional vampires in the traditional sense?
The Chinese, perhaps. Because they have that sweet, sweet dance that I will emulate everywhere I go when I do.
The bunny hop?
The bunny hop with the arms out.
Mm-hmm. Like vampires do.
Like Asian vampires, apparently. Because that's definitely an Asian vampire. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Comment sometimes on our Facebook or something. But yeah, the vampires, resurrected vampires, created vampires, they do the Frankenstein, but then they do the bunny hop.
Yeah.
And that ain't easy, I'm going to say.
These are very hoppy vampires. They're the IPA of vampires.
That is very hoppy. I get it. Damn it. That is actually really good.
I apologize that I said that just now, but
yeah.
there it is.
Yeah, there it is. Yep. Gotta put it out there. IPA vampires. Wow.
Robo Vampire. If you want to take a cross between RoboCop and
any like sad early
trashy
60s
vampire movie.
60s ghost story from Southeast Asia.
Yes.
Set in usually Thailand or like something.
Southeast Asia.
Southeast Asia.
It
like
seems more Southeast Asian, and it I did not think it was filmed in Hong Kong.
Black magic. That kind of feel.
Yeah.
Because even like the cinematography looks like black magic, and that was set 20 years earlier.
Often, a lot of the actors just look more Southeast Asian.
Not saying that you all look alike, but that's.
I'm saying that Southeast Asian people look different than Chinese people, and I think that people will agree with that.
That's on her.
I think, like, people who are Asian will agree with that.
Yeah, it just makes me think of the episode of MASH with Rick Morita, and he's like, they do a sneaky trick and they're flipping out, and then like, weren't you just here? He's like, what? We all look alike to you? And then he's like, yeah, all right.
No, you don't, is what I'm saying. You don't look alike to me. So a lot of the actors in this film, I can look up the names and figure out partially where they're from, but they look more Southeast Asian than strictly Chinese. That's just, and that's my Western eye. That is my Western eye.
Yep. Yeah, so we didn't watch the real version of this. We watched the riff track version of it. So we got some white boys talking shit about it and joking and being pretty much what we do when we watch a horror movie when we're not in the theaters because we're not scumbags. But when we're at home, fucking gauntlets thrown, we don't give two fucks. We'll say some dumb shit.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we'll throw that in there. It's like, yeah. If it needs to be said, it will be said when we're watching a movie at the house. But not in the theaters because you sit there and be happy and eat your popcorn and be quiet and enjoy the film. And then you talk shit about it later. And then when you watch it with friends at later, then you can talk shit.
Exactly.
Then you can throw in like, oh shit, look at that. I'm pretty sure you should have wore sunscreen, dumbass. Or some shit like that. Nuck, nuck, nuck. There we go. Oh my goodness. Godfrey.
Yep.
Yep. Godfrey Ho was the director. Released in 1988 in the U.S. Probably released in probably 72 in Hong Kong. Here's a synopsis of it. A narcotics agent who was shot and killed is brought back from the dead as an android. He is sent on a very dangerous mission into the depths of the Golden Triangle to rescue another undercover agent whose life is in danger. And I totally missed that part of the story. I thought it was just a war. I didn't realize there was a saving somebody story in that thing.
The blonde girl.
I guess.
It was the blonde.
Don't even remember her. She was so forgettable once you seen the rest of the cast.
Okay. Yeah, I mean the whole thing is just confusing, so that's probably what it actually was. But yeah, there was the blonde narcotics agent, the pretty girl. They all went back for her.
Because why wouldn't you?
Because they were waterboarding her or some shit.
Oh, they were Chinese water torturing with a drip of water.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually they got the black guy and stuck him next to her and just dripping the water. And yeah, that was funny. Because it was just like a hose, just like a really, really ricocheted together hose with a spigot about 10 feet up. Mm-hmm. And it just dripped water down on him. And every time the water hit, she was like, ah! Just screaming.
Oh, just take me now.
Yep. And then the guy gets there and the same thing. It's like, oh my goodness. And then it's just like, what? It's like, all right, that's not Chinese damn.
That is actually water torture. It's just a drip on your head every so often.
I think I've been so damn. I'm probably wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've been so desensitized to the way of the world that would not bother me in the world. Eventually, that would take years for me to break down from that because it's like, yeah, fine, it's just water. It's not. I'm not so focused on some things now, and pretty much most America probably is not that focused on that. That one probably is one of those torture things that just isn't as well. That's why they evolved to waterboarding.
I mean,
it's too slow.
We have not been tortured, so let's not shit on people who have.
I don't think anybody in that damn genre of torture are alive because people don't torture anybody anymore. They just kill.
But they're still alive.
I guess. I'm just saying.
They're still alive.
But not in the horror community. Not in the horror movies. They are not. So, whatever. Those guys started getting coke in the 80s and that was the end of them. Like all the famous people. Or they went off to the middle of nowhere and lived. Never to be seen again.
I don't know how to answer this line of questioning.
There's not a question, it's just facts spoken. But that was definitely Robo Vampire. What else do you think about Robo Vampire? Oof.
Absolute garbage, but go ahead if you want to have a good time.
Yes. That's a great way of saying it, definitely. It's almost up there with them. It's almost. Not nearly soundtrack is good. Not nearly close. It's nowhere near Manborg.
Oh, God, nothing's near Manborg. Manborg is so fucking genius.
So fucking beautiful.
I love that shit. I love that whole production company, that whole studio that puts out all the films, Manborg, Psycho, Gorman. You know, what was the other one where it was the Giallo one?
The editor?
The editor. Yes, but actually gonna go ahead and say that PG, Psycho, Gorman, and Manborg were way better than the editor. Way better. And I love Jello.
She hasn't seen a lot of Jello. She's seen some. She hasn't seen my level of Jello. And that's why Editor was so fucking hilarious to me, but she just didn't laugh.
It was hilarious. It was great, but I'm just saying, for my money, Psycho Gorman and Manborg. Manborg
Manborg was such a rare find. I was so lucky.
Oh my god!
Soundtrack. We searched for that for months trying to figure out what the soundtrack was that was haunting us, and it was Manborg soundtrack. I was like, what? That's it. It was Manborg.
And I just picked up Manborg based on the cover and the fact that it was called Manborg. I didn't realize what the production company was or who was in it.
Yeah.
I just was like, I think I like you.
Yeah, we were just sitting there that night. It's like, what about that one? What about that one? And then it's like
it was in the cheap section.
It's like, that looks
and
so
I'm
bad.
like, I'm gonna totally buy anything called Manborg.
Or rent that. Let's throw our $3
No,
towards that.
But it was $3 to buy it.
Yeah, I think we did $2.99. Just not.
It was the like 3 for $10.
Oh, that's right. We bought the DVD.
We bought the DVD.
Oh, I forgot it was a DVD buy. That's right. I thought
it was buying the DVD at Orbitz.
God damn. All right.
My call.
Yeah, because we actually put it back and thought about it, and then we had other movies, and then we were short, but then it was like, if we put those two back and get that one, then we're even. And then it was like, thanks, Orbit, for having this weird sale that was putting us in a place where we had to buy one more and buy more, but we don't have nothing. We already seen everything. But then that one movie is sitting there haunting us. We're like, should we go back and get that one instead and put those other two back?
It's literally called Manborg. How are you not going to buy it?
Oh, man, we almost didn't buy it. That's a thing.
I intended on buying that film.
Oh, man.
I don't know what you intended on, but I was like, yeah, it's called Manborg.
Yeah, because like you looked at it, it's like, all right, yeah, that's cool. But
I need 3 films to make this $10 purchase.
Yep, otherwise we're going to have to pay more than $10.
Manborg it is.
Yep, and that's how it came down. It was great.
It's fantastic. Go watch Manborg.
Yeah, you can rent it. But yeah, from not Manborg, from the Robo Vampire. Oh my god. Top quotes. Soldier 1. Now that Tom is dead, I want to use his body to create an android like the robot. I'd appreciate your approving my application. Soldier 2. You're assured of success? Soldier 1. Yes. Soldier 2. Okay, it's approved.
Yeah, it actually went exactly down like that in the film.
So bad. Not even scientists.
And not even scientists, soldiers. Yes, exactly.
Oh man, that was.
And it was just like, you're assured of its success.
The guy wearing the racing Formula One shirt jersey thing killed me.
The racing shirt.
Like I see,
just said racing.
It says racing, then it says Formula One. I was like,
is that what it says under racing? I couldn't
Formula
tell.
1 is what that says under there. I'm like, what the hell? That's not a like. I've started following Formula One like everybody else post pandemic, but I got in late on post pandemic because like one of my supervisors, who's not my supervisor now, so Chris, is out in Alabama being a damn fucking 6-figure fucking manager now. Genius. Because he's good at managing. He did his stints in the damn fucking Dollar Generals and the Walmarts, and then he did where I was working. Then he went off to be with his woman, and then got in this job and fired a shit ton of people, made the damn the stores work, which are kind of knockoffs of our Dollar Generals, except they serve a lot more shit. And now he's like fucking upper echelon and making 6 figures. Getting free tickets to Talladega.
At the dollar store.
At a dollar like store in Alabama.
A dollar like store. This is the guy whose wife sells yachts.
No, not that guy.
No.
This is the guy that got me in Formula One, me and G. And that's like...
Well, fuck this guy, because racing is boring as shit.
Oh, man, I love Formula One, though. It's fun. It isn't
Cars are fun, but
those cars are
racing is boring as shit. And he sits and watches these fucking documentary fucking films, and it's just... It's me just off by myself all the time because I think it's just fucking boring as shit.
Won't even watch it. So there you go.
Yep. Won't.
Need to watch Drive to Survive on Netflix, and then maybe you'll understand it a little bit better because that's where America came from.
It's not that I understand or don't understand. It's that I don't care.
Yep, but yeah, it's great stuff. Like now I'm on it, but this guy's. Was this even a main guy? Was this a good guy or
no,
bad guy?
he was a bad guy. He was a goon.
He was a goon, but he had this racing
He was a goon with
hockey jersey.
a ridiculous fucking racing.
No, they gave him the damn. He was a good guy because there's the garlic necklace they give him.
Yeah, that's what the witch doctor gave him to protect him from the vampires. Do you not remember this film at all?
Apparently not. But I just remember that jersey. But
the bad witch doctor.
Oh yeah,
basically,
that guy
was just
cool.
like, yeah, y'all, you wear some garlic.
Yep. And it
because they might wake up.
And it wasn't even the fact. That's the fucked up part about it. It wasn't even the factor. Like the bad witch doctor was there, but like the DEA was there, and then RoboCop, fake knockoff guy.
No, none of it made sense. So none of it is linear in my mind. But I remember why he gave
Formula One guy
the fucking garlic wreath, garlic lay, if you would.
Definitely looks like a lay on that guy.
It does. But yeah, they were all bad guys.
Everybody was a bad guy. Even them, Robo. God, he was bad. He was a terrible, terrible bad guy. He was an android. Like, it isn't even Apple. It's an android. It was so bad. It makes vibrating sounds when he walks.
Oh.
Wow, that was so bad. But
yeah, really, really awful film. If you want to watch an awful film, have a good time.
But if you want to watch a funny version of that, watch the Riff Tracks version of it because they kind of.
And also, it's probably the only version you can find.
Probably. I don't know. I think they say it's on Amazon, so for like $1.99, you might be able to rent it.
Alright, $1.99 without the commentary.
I don't even want to say much more about that. Except Tom Wilde is the guy giving the second chance. They totally ripped off RoboCop in Southeast, in Hong Kong. Yeah. With the worst. They when they upgraded him, they took away his bra and put it on his back. So that was kind of an upgrade.
That was so fucking weird. It was so weird to see. I was like, what? Why? Does he need pecs on his back?
But it's better than boobs on the front when you're trying to be a badass guy. Because bitch tits never really sell it. Sorry. He was rocking bitch tits.
Pretty sure this dude had both, but okay.
Right.
Maybe you don't perceive male anatomy like I do.
Nope.
But I notice shit.
Android, which is more of a cyborg. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, cyborg, not android. Yep, total bad. That was definitely a watch. It's got 3.4 stars out of 10 somewhere, and I don't even know if it's got Rotten Tomatoes grade, but 1.5 people talk about it, and it gets a 3.4 out of 10. But they didn't watch Riff Tracks version, which is probably way more funny.
It's definitely fun.
Yeah, so Robo Vampire Riff Tracks, solid damn 5.5. Watch it. That version, not Robo Vampire proper.
Sure.
It's no Manborg at all. So I'm going to put my second pencil behind my ear. And
so, have we got time to talk about the other couple things we've watched?
We got 1 hour and 10, so yeah, definitely, let's go. We got enough for one more thing for you. What you got?
We watched the first episode of Dead Boy Detectives.
Dead Boy? Oh yeah, that's right, alright.
Liked it. I hear it gets better. If you're a fan of Neil Gaiman comics, check it out.
Only on episode 1, yes.
Yes, we only watched the first episode.
And I didn't feel like watching anymore, even though I'm a big Neil Gaiman fan.
I know you are, too, but I heard that the series gets better.
I have also, but...
This is what I've heard, so I'm gonna throw it out there. If you watch the first one, just maybe keep giving it a try.
I still haven't done the last season of Murdoch because I've just not felt it. And I don't want to pull the trigger and say, go ahead and watch it on your own, because I kind of want to be involved with you watching it. But it's like, I'm just not feeling like historical fiction mysteries. Just not where I'm at.
I do love me some Murdoch mysteries.
Yeah, and they just wrapped up season 17, I think. It hasn't. I think it just started probably in the States here. We watched the Canadian version, Canadian streams, but a little bit. But yeah, but even still, we're only about halfway through the first season.
So we're gonna keep trying to watch Dead Boy Detective Agency or Detectives, Dead Boy Detectives. And the other thing that we watched that we didn't talk about, which is kind of horror, kind of really not, kind of just fucking old nerdiness, was the Murder She Wrote. A Celtic Riddle.
Yeah,
look,
you really wanted to cover this one. All right, go.
I really wanted to say that I love Murder, She Wrote. I love Angela Lansbury. So we watched this old, like, I guess it was kind of a mini-series, right?
I think it was like a...
It was like a TV movie.
Yeah, it was like one of those specials they would
do for Murder, She Wrote.
It wasn't the usual episode. This was like a longer version. So this is probably the St. Patty's Day fucking special. Because why not? Back in the 80s.
Stealing our Lucky Charms. And, yeah, back in the day, Celtic Riddle. That was actually fun. I liked
Moonshine?
What?
Moonshine.
Really? You fucking shitting me right now? Why are we drinking moonshine?
I'm kidding. That's just damn Gatorade. But it's in the blue damn Smoky Mountain Distillery's damn blue lightning jar.
Okay. Yeah. It's absolutely just Gatorade.
Delicious. Yeah. With the GG fucking cursed energy a little bit in there. So there it is. So it's more blue. It's actually Gatorade Frost with a GG cursed energy, so it's more blue.
Anyway,
inside a blue jar.
The Celtic Riddle.
Was it called Celtic Riddle?
It was called Celtic Riddle. Wow. Celtic with the C.
The Celtic Riddle.
Please stop saying that, or I will fucking kick you in the dick.
Whatever. Because some people pronounce it like that.
People who are wrong. Look, they robbed us of our language. The least I can do is say C is a K.
Continue.
Speaking of which, and random other horror news, Cillian Murphy. Cillian with a C.
Okay, continue. I'll allow it.
Will you now?
With not a C, with a K.
Is going to be executive producing and acting in 28 years later.
Good
Lord. Coming soon. Yeah, they're making a third 28 days later.
Jesus.
I don't think I ever watched 28 weeks later.
I didn't watch 28 months later either.
Was that a thing?
Yeah, that was I thought it was the one that
I thought it was like 28 days and then 28.
I think 28 months was one that came after that.
Months, yes. Or no, I thought it was weeks. Wait, it was weeks. And then it was years, months, and now it's going to be years. Anyway, he's going to be an executive producer and still reprise his role.
And the sad thing is that is about an accurate description of how long it's been. Oh my god.
Probably so. Yeah,
I've seen that in theaters. Fucking scary. Not really scary until the church scene. I was like, fuck you, I'm scared.
It was the army scene for me. It was the military. We're gonna rape these chicks.
I told them I'd get them some chicks, and there I go.
And there I go. And yeah, absolutely.
It's a very damn army guy in the fucking post-apocalypse.
It was very affecting. I'm gonna say that. In the first one, I don't think I watched.
I didn't watch the second one. Now, that first one was good enough. They gave us fucking running zombies, game over, rest of the zombie world.
The rage. I fucking hate that shit. I fucking hated it. But Cillian Murphy was just an absolute fucking doll. And I've never, look, y'all, I don't watch Penny, what is it with the eyeballs?
Jalo.
No, his series.
Oh, eyeballs? Oh man, I don't know. I just think of Jalo. No, I think of who uses damn eyeball stabbing. That's Argento. Argento uses eyeball stabs.
It's actually the name of the goddamn show has to do with it.
It's definitely not Argento's. Like Cheerios. No. I have no idea what she's talking about. But, yeah. 28 years later, sadly, about accurate for our real life. It could be. Oof. It's been about 28 years since that film.
Peaky Blinders.
Oh. I've heard about that. Our friend
What
Jason.
do you think Peaky Blinders means? It means the blinders to your peakies. It means eyelids.
I thought it was just like you had the damn blinders open, you were sneaking out the blinders.
Jesus, no. Peaky Blinders.
Because, like, that's a sneaky way of looking
I haven't watched Peaky Blinders.
So,
I've been
I haven't either.
curious, but I haven't watched it. It's probably really good.
Jason said that it's good. He likes it.
Jason.
Yep. He said he liked it. He said I should have checked it out 2 years ago when it came out. And I was just not for it. It's just like, I don't like crime drama.
I do like crime drama a lot.
Yeah, I don't like historical crime drama. I like that even less. So
I like it a lot, and I'll probably watch it, but...
He said it's good. It's probably good. People love it.
Yeah.
That guy's creepy as shit looking though. That damn killing guy, is that the main character?
Yeah. With the blue eyes.
Yeah.
Like those fucking Irish people with the dark hair and the blue eyes. God, you're so fucking pretty. You're so fucking pretty.
Doll eyes.
Those goddamn doll-eyed, beautiful Irish people.
Not so much. Yeah, good old
Fuck, my
Scots
mother
girl.
looks like that.
Mom's creeping me out. She looks like a dead doll.
Shut up.
Anyway.
Mike knows my mother is a very beautiful woman with dark hair and blue eyes.
Alright, let's see. Are we gonna... There's so much to say about this next one. This was like one of the last two bits I got to review. We watched Growing Up with John Waters, which is this really short, 25-minute long documentary. And I don't know where it's at. It's on the internet somewhere. We watched it. It was short. It was good. It's damn John Waters just talking about like his career in 96, I think, is when they recorded it, or 2003. Or 2006.
It was about John Waters' career.
Yeah, talking about his early days and all that, and how Baltimore was Baltimore, and Baltimore hasn't really changed too much.
That's a fun thing to watch.
Yeah, that was a fun time. His introspection on life and how things have gone since, and how he hasn't really changed at all. I do like that. That's John Waters, man. I really wish we could have seen him in damn Asheville when he came through that time. That would have been fun. But, yeah, John Waters, man. What a genius. What a damn visionary for whatever the hell he does. Madness.
Absolute madness. But visionary madness. I think that's a good way to frame it.
Yep.
I love me some John Waters.
Yeah, John Waters, man. He's just blessed us so much with, like, he did his fucking most crazy film, and he said he's never ever gonna damn try doing it again. He's not gonna try topping it, and that is just a man that knows, like, that's the best I'm ever gonna do in that thing, and that's
the most I'm ever gonna do in that. I don't think it was the best. I don't think it was John Waters' best. I think it was just his most being like, I just want to fucking offend people, and that was Pink Flamingos.
It was 100%.
It was 100% Pink Flamingos. How can I offend people the most?
Yeah, in that documentary, he says, "Yeah, I used to teach at the prisons, and I'd show that film, and everybody, then the murderers and killers would be like, man, you're really messed up.
You're fucked up, man." Yeah, absolutely. That kind of fucking seals the deal.
Yeah.
But I love John Waters films. I love them, and every time I think, like, how much do I hate other people? And how much could I disavow pacifism? And I am a pacifist, so I'm not going to do that, y'all. But when I think about it, I think about Serial Mom. Straight up think about Serial Mom. I'm going to kill you for wearing white shoes after Labor Day.
So good.
That's brilliant. It's wonderful.
I love
But
how,
like some of his films aren't accessible to everybody. I think Serial Mom is pretty accessible. I think Crybaby.
I think they're all
is-
available somewhere. You just have to
No,
look for them.
Cecil B. Dementia.
I watched that
Maybe not so
streaming.
much.
I streamed that one.
Yeah,
Great.
but
There you go.
there's like there's weird parts that are just too weird for some people.
Yeah, they're accessible, but do the people want to watch them is the thing. Like, they're out there on the streaming internet world. It's available. But do you want to watch it? Once you read the description, you're like, huh. And then you read some reviews, or you see the first review, and we're like, wait, what? Is that where I want to go?
I liked Pecker a lot. I liked Pecker.
I didn't see Pecker.
Oh, did you not?
No, it didn't grab me. I didn't want to
Oh,
see that Pecker.
It was pretty cute. Also, there were several references to Jolt Cola, which doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, Joe Cola was so good. The original version of Joe Cola.
Jolt.
Either way.
Jolt.
I'm just saying. Yeah, the original version was fucking crap.
Maybe he needs a jolt.
Yeah. It's like the original version of frickin' damn, booze. That one booze.
Crack cocaine.
Yeah, crack cocaine booze. Yep. A lot of difference. Gene talked about it. I don't think he talked about it on the podcast, but yeah.
Jolt?
No, Jolt is great, but no, I'm talking about like Jolt was big during the that Angelina Jolie Hackers Jolt Cola. They sold that in the damn. That was the damn beverage of choice. It's like you need to damn get through it. Jolt Cola, and it was
twice the caffeine, twice the sugar.
Yeah,
I get fucked.
Diabetes.
You're gonna get fucked up.
Twice as fast. But yeah, Jolt, man, what a beast, man. It had a weird, nasty chemical taste, but about an hour later, you didn't give two shit.
It tasted like soda.
It tasted so gross.
But
an hour later, you were just like, man, let's go skate. Let's go skate downtown for the next 2 hours. I feel good. You're like, let's go. You had a Jolt? Yeah, let's go. And we both. And then it's like, you guys Jolt? Yeah, let's go. And then like an hour later, 3 a.m, we were out skating. It's like, man.
Why the fuck are we still out here at 3 a.m?
Crash a little bit. It's like, man, look at the stars. And then that was it. It's like, yeah, we crashed.
Oh my god.
Like, thanks, Jolt.
Yeah, I was never
for those
a
memories.
skater, but Jolt was a thing.
Yep, and that's what we got. Yeah, they gave us those memories. Love those memories. I wouldn't trade a Jolt Cola for none of that. Those are some awesome memories that were enabled by Jolt Cola. Holy fuck, Jolt Cola. Crack for people that didn't do drugs.
Crack for people who didn't do drugs. That is a fair description of Jolt Cola. Twice the caffeine, twice the sugar.
Yeah, definitely gonna say this has been brought to you by Jolt Cola. But, yeah, let's go back to Serial Mom, because like the best part of Serial Mom was when she was talking to the damn fucking trash guys and bringing them out coffee and shit. And they were all just in there like, she doesn't recycle. And
the neighbor didn't recycle.
And the damn trash guys were all sitting there drinking coffee with her, and they were all just judging the neighbor. It was so good.
That bitch doesn't recycle.
Yep. She needs to die. And they were like, she needs to die.
This is actually the kind of neighbor I will be when my neighbors move in.
Oh,
they've been out here today playing music while they were working on their property. It wasn't horrible music, but it wasn't anything I knew. So I don't feel like I know you. Can you play something relatable? If you're going to move into my neighborhood and play music loudly while you're working.
Yep, neighbors. Hate 'em.
I kind of felt like doing a riff off and like playing something louder that I like better.
God, that would be funny.
Would I be a funny neighbor or would I be an asshole?
Probably be an asshole.
Do I care or do I not care?
That's on you. But
exactly.
All right, so let's wrap this in. We're at about an hour and 30. About an hour and 30.
Hey, it hasn't burned up yet.
It hasn't burned
Look
up.
At
No,
that.
We reset.
Look at that, girls.
We did reset. Yeah, we actually did reset. Look, there it is. That's where it started getting crazy. Then I turned it off, reset, and turned it off, and now it's been good since that. So this file is an hour and a half, and we're doing great. And we've done some movie reviews. I think we went over all the movie reviews that I had. I think I did. And the last one I got to cover is if y'all haven't seen it, it's been out since last year, the year before. Mm-hmm. Check out Twisted Metal, based on a video game. Fucking awesome. Oh yeah, the TV show. TV show, great. Just start rewatching it.
I never played the video game because y'all know I don't play video games, but that show is actually absolute fun times. It is actually really good. I really enjoyed it. If you didn't play the video game, probably all the better for you. Just like when I watched The Last of Us. I never played that video game, but the TV show was fantastic. And there's a new one out now. If you're watching, what is that?
No clue or anything you're talking about.
What? There's a new video game show. The kids are all
Fallout. Yeah, I've heard that's good.
I've heard it's really good too. I haven't played that video game because I don't play video games.
I do like the logos and ideas, the pictures of it, like all the merch. I like the merch. I don't get the game. I understand kind of the concept of the game, but I'm a Fortnite only kind of person and Legend of Zelda kind of dude. So there's that. And then I play chess. But other than that, that's all I do really. But like Fallout just looks cool to me personally. From a gamer's perspective, I was like, man, Fallout looks cool as shit. Like the big damn army guys, military fucking robots, and the wastelands and all that shit. That looks cool. That's some Mad Max looking shit I can agree with.
Yeah. I mean, I get the idea behind it. I did like I said, I liked The Last of Us a lot, and I'm not a gamer. But I'm a story person, so if somebody gives me a story, I'm gonna hear a story, and that's cool.
All right.
Apparently, people who played the video game didn't like the TV series so much as I did, because they changed the personality of the little girl who's the main character. But guess what? Guess who doesn't care? This guy right here who didn't play the video game.
Awesome. All right, so here we go. Let's go some news. Let's scroll down to the internet real quick because I just happen to have it.
Are we doing this?
We're going to wrap this up with some internet news for those of us that are not in the know, because I am not in the know. According to Collider, which is a website, the Munsters are returning to Mockingbird Lane with a new reboot. Produced by horror maestro James Wan. James Wan is actually pretty good. Maestro, yep. Let's see. The series will be showrun by Lindsay Anderson Beer and involve James Wan's Atomic Monster Production Company. Let's see. Skimming the article. Yep, James Wan's going to be involved. It looks like it's going to be a television series. And so they're going to reboot the Munsters as a TV show, not a Rob Zombie kind of thing. So looks like we're getting some new Munster TV for the future. When and how? They don't say. Oh man, the original. Oh, that is funny. Like the people that create.
James Wan has done a lot of work.
Yeah, and he's wanting to do this as a TV show.
He did the Conjuring, Insidious, Saw, Malignant, Annabelle, The Nun.
Oh, the Annabelle.
Megan.
Oh, you didn't. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
James Wan
definitely gonna do.
Also was on the project Llorona. La Llorona. Sorry.
That one, the new one. All right. Either way, like the creative team behind Leave It to Beaver created the Munsters. Fun satire. So there's that news, and in other news, Civil War is now streaming. Apparently, didn't catch it in theaters, catch it down on Apple TV, and Prime, of course. So that's probably $20. The War, we'll have to watch that. Joe gave him a good review, said it was cool. Didn't see the ending. And in final closing news,
Here's a preview. Be warned, it's intense.
Yeah, I know that they're making a sequel to Beetlejuice.
This is the trailer, the official first trailer. Oh, she looks great.
Grandpa's dead. Death is hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes I think life is harder.
No.
When I was a teenager, a trickster demon terrorized our entire family and tried to force me to marry him.
Mm-hmm. That's a good action.
Like, seriously.
That's a great description.
He was gone forever until you found this in the attic. This Beetlejuice. Don't ever say that name, Beetlejuice.
Mother.
You stupid
Serious.
Fucking teenagers.
fucking teenagers. You suck.
Beetlejuice.
Idiot.
The juice is loose.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna make you so happy.
No, you're not.
Oh, no.
The living. The dead. Can they coexist? That's what we're here to find out.
Because our dumbass kids ask dumbass questions.
Sandworms.
And then we have to protect our kids from the sandworms. God damn it. It's every generation.
Feel free to express yourselves. Don't be afraid. You're
Yeah.
my imagination. Is this a figment of your imagination?
No. God. Yep, there we go.
You all.
Teenagers, man. That spite.
And she's in everything right now, right?
Who's that? Oh, Ortega?
Jenna Ortega. She's in everything.
Yeah, she has been Scream. She did the name
She's in-
Wednesday.
She was in You, the TV series that you didn't watch about the serial killer. She's been in everything. She is just all over the place.
Yeah.
And she's a doll baby, so why not?
Yeah, you got that. Go for it. You hate
Shit.
fucking role, man. Fucking awesome. And she's a good actor, so that's enjoyable.
Oh, yeah,
She's fun.
absolutely.
Just got that deadpan fucking
That
face.
deadpan thing.
Love it.
And yeah, she's an absolute muse of people who I would be a muse of.
Mm-hmm.
Like that freaking deadpan fucking goth chick.
But yeah, goddamn fucking. I don't think. Maybe she's not a teenager, but probably is. But still, fuck you.
She's still a teenager to me because she's still a baby.
God, yeah.
I will not anybody hurt you.
I'm gonna punch you so hard because you say stupid shit. Like
Nope.
repeating the name 3 times. You idiot! Don't say the name.
You don't say Beetlejuice 3 times, but yes. But also, like, this is like a child that I will.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for the kids.
I will fucking protect this child.
Yeah. Oh, that's so.
Boom. Elbows, fucking whips and bottles and chains.
Broken glass. We're going.
Teeth.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I will protect this fucking child because she is just me as a child.
God damn, I haven't seen that. That's the first time I've seen the trailer. That just got released.
Ooh.
So it was like,
I will
trailer.
fucking protect this fucking child. And you're gonna come up with this child like you did Millie Bobby Brown. Looking at you, Drake!
Or in the movie, like, looking at you, federal government, you fuckers. Fuck you. Straight things.
Looking in real life, Drake.
Not gonna do that, but definitely looking at you, Drake. Fuck around.
Don't fuck around with these, like, angel babies.
Yeah.
Don't
Leave
fuck
the kids
around with our
alone.
girl. Leave the fucking kids alone. Jesus.
Alright, let's
It's
drop
so
that.
hard to be a little girl. It's so hard to be a little girl on the edge of being not a little girl. And, these motherfuckers.
Yep. So that was the trailer for that. You guys heard it here probably first, because this is, the future, and, you're our alien overlords. There's people that found our bodies after we were dumb and dead and killed ourselves for our own damn dumbness.
Stupidity.
Yep. In this 2024 year of our little war. Beetlejuice.
In Paris.
That's it for this episode. We're going to wrap this out. The damn computer's starting to do its funny little dance where it gets all spiky and fat. So we're going to stop.
That was an F, not a PH.
I'm going to watch
Sorry.
a fat beach. Watch a fat beach this weekend. About to be summer.
It just came up in my New York Times crossword.
Fat beach?
No, cool in 90s slang. Yeah, for real. I was like, I was alive in the 90s. What was this? Why did it start with a P? Pulling out the H? I could not get it.
And you watched the movie.
And I am also a child of the 90s and a crossword enthusiast, so there's lots of reasons this is shameful.
Yeah, and they had a new one there. The Next Generation started to cover the New York Times. That's horrible. All right, there we go. There's your also update on New York Times.
Also, now it's going.
It's starting to get 90s
It's
people
going
in there.
iceberg age. So let's.
Room? That is very, very nice.
Room.
I don't know. Like, I just want to make sure, like,
Right.
like your New York crossword puzzles are now being taken over from a 90s big kid. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
They use fat.
New York Times is completely.
They're getting fat, bro.
Hit up Schwartz with this, I guess. What?
I don't even
What?
know crossword. That has big news
Mike
for me.
doesn't do crosswords, but I do, and
Funny.
it's been
Fat beach, baby.
hey, fat wiggity whack.
All right, that's it for this episode. Y'all social distance. COVID's not there.
boy.
I'm recovering-ish. I'm feeling great. And
No.
I got nothing else to share because, like, we covered this section of the show, and it's been great.
I think we heard all of it. Can we wrap it up, please? And
I'm just
like
you got
icebergs.
You got anything positive to add?
Icebergs.
Positive to add. Like, I'm just wrapping up. You've
Look
heard
at this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you've heard what I said. You got anything else to add? Paying attention
Nope,
to the Nothing. All right. Good deal. I'm like, all right, that's it. Also, sedition. People still spit. I spit when I talk. It's gross. And y'all.
And it's wiggity whack.
But also, be good to people. Smile a little bit, even if it's fake. Taking some sunlight. Watch some horror movies. And social distance. And that's all we got for this episode of the Chainsaw Bar. Episode 92 or 91, depending on how I chop it. Probably 91. But we love you. Cheers. Hope your laundry's folded. Hope those dishes are clean. And hopefully you're telling your kids to do goddamn chores. Because it sucks.
Yeah, go ahead and have them.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. Y'all take care.